Hello everyone, welcome to Spurs News. First off, we're going to start off by saying it was a disappointing start to the season because Arsenal did win their game by 3-0. It was like a comedy show because I don't understand how they could score that first goal when the ball was fumbling around the penalty area. It seems like Fulham were not going to have a good season and they might go back to the championship. Let us know what you think. But this is a video about the predicted lineup and the predicted score for the game against Everton. Now let's be clear about what Mourinho had talked about during his pre-press conference and how it relates to the game. Let's spur our way to glory. First of all, Mourinho did say that Everton have made great signings during the summer. But their most impressive signing is bringing in their coach, Carlo Ancelotti. Everybody understands that Carlo Ancelotti is a winner, and he had won the Premier League, not the Premier League, but the Champions League multiple times with other teams. So Carlo Ancelotti is a winner and could bring a lot of success to Everton. Now, if we compare both teams, we are quite similar right now, given our performances and our statuses. Now, Everton have shown over the past season that they are able to compete with the Spurs, and the history speaks for itself. We have the edge over Everton by winning 52% of the games that we play against them, whether they are competitive or friendly. But the edge is very, very, very slim, and it will go down to details before we understand who is going to win the game. In the last 5 games, we've won 3 of our games against them. So we have a 60% record in the last 5 games. And the last game we won that game by an own goal by their defender, Keane. So, as we have said, it's going to be a very close game and with slim margins. How can you watch the game? You can watch the game on Sky Sports, of course, and a lot of other streaming on the internet. It's going to be at 4:30 p.m. London time. It's going to be 11:30 Eastern Standard Time in the US. And if you are in the Middle East or surrounding area in Europe, you're looking at a 6:30 p.m. start off or kickoff time. All right, Fubo TV might be streaming the game or will be streaming the game, and of course BN Sports will be streaming the game as well. Okay, let's get to it. First of all, we're not gonna give our own prediction for the game score right now, but we're gonna say that it's gonna be a positive one. We look forward for you to staying with us, and let's go through the lineup for the Spurs. Of course, between the sticks is the French captain and the captain of the Spurs, Hugo Lloris. He is the most trusted player in the team, and he is the most reliable player in the team as well. He's never put in a very bad performance. He did make mistakes last season, but he did come out after the pandemic closure and put in impressive performances against a lot of the teams we played against. So the French rooster is going to be the player in between the sticks. Then on the left hand side, of course, from the press conference, we understand that Mourinho only starts or will start with Ben Davies, and he trusts him the most. And his second choice is going to be Ryan Sessegnon. So for this game, Ben Davies is going to get the nod. And then in the center back position, we at the Spurs News would have liked to see both Davinson Sanchez and Alderweireld play there, but according to reports and a lot of what we've seen during the pandemic or after the pandemic, we've seen Mourinho play Eric Dyer as the center back, and that would be sad to see, but that's the truth. I think Mourinho will go for both Eric Dyer and Alderweireld in the center back position. And as a right back position, we're going to go with Doherty. Matt Doherty is going to get his debut, and he's going to be impressive, I think, against Everton. Because this is his time to shine, and this is going to be his first game as a competitive star at Tottenham Hotspurs. Then, in the midfield position, we brought in Emil Hoiberg. Emil Hoiberg is going to be an impressive. Is going to put in an impressive debut, as we think, and he's going to be playing slightly behind the other midfielder that's going to be featuring in the team. And we're thinking about Moussa Sissoko. He's the most reliable player in midfield. I know Harry Winks is not as mobile as he is. That's why he might get the nod over him. But Moussa Sissoko also is a player that can defend very well and is very speedy from box to box. So Moussa Sissoko is one of our favorite at the Spurs News, and we think he could be impressive in that position. And I think in the second half, Mourinho might switch it up a little bit and bring in Harry Winks or Ndombele if he trusts him enough to bring him in. Now, on the right-hand side, we think it's going to be the amazing Brazilian magician, which is going to be, of course, Lucas Moura, the hero from Ajax in the Champions League. I think he's going to get the nod ahead of Bergwijn. Bergwijn is an impressive player, but Lucas Moura has the experience in the Premier League and would be featuring first. And if we do need him, he's going to come in the second half. Now, on the left-hand side is no one other than the South Korean dragon, I say. If you like, he reminds me of Mishu from the Mulan. And Heung-min Son will be featuring and could score the goal during the game. Heung-min Son has been reliable for us, both in forward position, and he's tracking back after that bash between him and Hugo Lloris. And up top, since we didn't sign a center forward to compete with the Harry Kane is going to be the only one to get the nod. Unfortunately, Harry Kane is a slow starter for the season, and he usually takes around 4 weeks or 6 weeks to start scoring competitively. And that's why I'm not so impressed with that record, and that's why we didn't include him in our fantasy. And please, if you want to join us on the Fantasy Premier League, please please take the code below, and we will have some prizes for you by the end of the season and mid-season. And let's talk about Everton a little bit before giving the prediction for the score. Everton top 3 players are going to be in the game. I think is their goalkeeper Pickford, but is also going to be one of their casualties that could cause them a lot of problems. Pickford is known to make a lot of mistakes in goal, and he's he's crazy in goal because he comes out multiple times, and he's sometimes unreliable. But if he's on his day, he's going to make an impressive performance. He's going to put in an impressive performance. Then another player that's going to be impressive for them is one of our favorites at the Spurs News is Richarlison. Richarlison, I think, should be playing for a top 4 team, and he said he wants to play for Everton because he gets enough money and he is guaranteed a spot to start every game. So that being said, Richarlison is also another player that could cause us a lot of damage. Okay, another one under the radar is going to be James Rodriguez, one of their debutants, I believe. He's going to be given the nod, and Carlo Ancelotti trusts him, and he is a very creative player. So these 3 players are going to be the most dangerous for Everton. The most dangerous or the most dangerous players for them, I think, are going to be Harry Kane. Even though he doesn't score, he's going to put in a good performance. He's going to work hard for the team. Heung-min Son, and I think Lucas Moura could create the difference. I think we missed one player in the starting lineup, and that could be Dele Alli, and we are not sure if Dele Alli will get the nod. That's why we're hesitant to include him or not. Let us know who would be that last player. And at the end of the day, we have to say the most anticipated part of the video. What is the score going to be? We believe that Spurs are going to win by slightest margin. It's going to be a very quick counter-attack, either from us, and it's going to be on the go. And I think it's going to be ending by a 1 to 2 goal difference. So we're predicting a 3-1 or a 2-1. Depends on how leaky the defense is and how impressive Dyer is going to be in that center back position. Thank you for watching the Spurs news. Let's spur our way to glory, and please enjoy the game. And hopefully next game we're going to be streaming live for you, and stick around for that. We'll be dropping the links in the video. Have a great day.
Spurs news, tracking down every detail. Transfer news, every gossip, every finished move. Game predictions,
analyzing and giving Wafa scores.
lineup predictions,
Figuring out what's Mourinho's next move.